Welcome back to the Expar London Group YouTube channel, and we are in Mallorca today, as you can see, in the beautiful sunshine on board the brand new Axopar 29 Suntop, and it is great to be here, isn't it, Steve?
Absolutely fantastic, what a great boat.
And this is a follow-on from our previous video, which you may have seen already at the Dusseldorf Boat Show. So to be on the boat now in the sunshine and being where it belongs on the water, it's a great opportunity to have a look around.
Layout, versatility,
yep, let's do
all
that.
The things that different buyers will want from different things. We talked about this before, but up here you've got the versatility of moving the table. You put it here, you can have it sat here, so we could essentially have our feet up at the table here. We could put the lower legs in here so that you can have the sunbathing cushion on top and legs on here, so you've got this one big sunbathing area. If we wanted to dine, we'd put the longer legs and we could sit at the table. These beautiful backrests.
And they work really well. When I first saw it at the boat show, I wasn't quite sure, but actually it's really comfortable sat here on the water. Slightly elevated position here as well, so you've got a great view, haven't you, over there.
Really like the colour of this upholstery, Tom.
Yeah, it looks good, and this detailing on the inset bit there is really nice as well. And this soft decking is actually really good as well on the foot. And you've got all the storage as well, which is so much easier to access.
Double line locker, so everything feels really high quality, easy to clean.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that enough, that an owner has to maintain this boat. You're putting things in there that are salty, you can clean it really easily. We talked about versatility being the key, and we'll talk about the different layouts some more, but actually I love the fact that you've got choice for consumer. The colours, if I don't want the light colour, you might like probably pink, petrol, knowing you. Yeah. Oh, is it petrol? But really lovely space up here.
Yeah, it's great, and it's so nice to see this boat in its environment out here in the water in this beautiful sunshine. So
you feel, I mean, we're high on the water, but I feel really safe.
Yeah, I mean, we've just done some running, haven't we, on the boat at high speed, and actually even then the boat feels safe to walk around.
Yeah. Should we go and look at the different options at the back?
Definitely, let's do that. This is a game changer, isn't it, on this 29? I mean, this space here is just magnificent.
It's difficult to express, but it feels much, much bigger than a 29 should feel. The space, the beam I've got in here. I love the fact that these bulwarks are really high. Yeah. I mean, you've got younger kids, you've got an age range of kids, but you must, if you were an owner, you must feel happy that...
Definitely.
I mean, the kids must, this is like a high wall for a child, whereas for me, I appreciate I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but I still can walk around the boat and hold on and feel incredibly safe.
It's the detailing on this new boat as well, where you've got this chamfered angle there on the top. It's just so much more to look at. It's great design.
Multi-storage, aft cabin.
So both options. If you have the aft cabin or multi-storage, this area changes to more like the previous boat. But on this one, we think it's probably what most people are going to go for, isn't it? On this 29 Suntop.
I think so. The U-sofa arrangement is so practical. But for people that want a bedroom, a full bedroom, I appreciate the multi-cabin at the front. You could sleep in it. Yeah. But if you want a rear bedroom with a rear-facing window, like on the Axopar 45, so they've taken some of those new design details and transferred it onto this boat, but having an area that's designed as an aft cabin, I think for a lot of people they want to do that. I like the multi-storage though, Tom. I've got so much paraphernalia.
Boards and paddle boards and all that sort of stuff. Just one point here we just open is, again, another game changer on the 29 is the opening roof.
Absolutely
amazing. Sliding open roof,
yeah.
And that's great. So you can sit here with weather like this, quite comfortable, a bit of breeze today, but it's a great place to sit here and have lunch.
Of course, with a multi-storage cabin, you'd have lots of space, but I've still got spaces under all of these seats. You've got lockers here, lockers there. You're not short of storage space on this boat.
Definitely. And you can still spin the helm seats round, co-pilot seat round to join this area as well, can't you? So you could easily seat round here for lunch, what, 6 people? 7 people?
Yeah.
8 probably, quite comfortably.
Not fitted on this particular boat, but I do love the idea now that they're introducing this wet bar on the fender box.
That again will be another forward development for the 29, giving you that ability to really entertain properly for lunch. You're not going to have to go ashore.
How cool you can have a barbecue on the back.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can see, we've just reconfigured this area slightly, and now we've got this beautiful aft sunbathing area looking astern, but still got a bench seat by moving that backrest forward. I mean, it's such a clever setup.
If you've got loved ones here, you're close to them, they're facing forward. You've got space for 3 people facing forward here, driver and passenger, and then this rear space. It's easy to walk around, you've got lots of handholds. Everywhere I go, I've got things to hang on to. I can move forward, and then I'm sat here. How cool is that?
It's a very clever setup, and it just makes it so versatile.
Yeah.
Have a quick look at these fender boxes, which have been redesigned, haven't we? We went through this in Dusseldorf, but it's so easy to open, definitely bigger than they were before, and it's with that in this position here. This is again a nice place to be, isn't it?
Really like this adventure flooring.
Yeah, nice.
This soft touch flooring, I think that's a really nice feature. Should we talk about performance? I think that's the thing that really everybody wants to hear about.
Look at this beauty. I mean, here we've got the latest Mercury V10 400 horsepower engine, and she's beautiful, isn't it? It's so smooth.
But so many options. That's what we said at the start. Versatility for somebody who's not a speed freak, wants more fuel consumption. A 300 V8. It's the lightest in its class in the world. You could have a 350 V10, 400 V10, or twin 200 V6s.
Well, let's go back to the helm and see what the boat performs like, shall we?
Let's do that. So everybody will hopefully be familiar with one of the key design features on an Axopar, which is this really deep V bow. Obviously twin steps in the hull, which creates cushioning, which gives you a softer ride. But that really Axe deep V at the front slices through waves, and certainly on the 28 the boat rode lower. You could slice through the water, which was all great in medium conditions, but once the weather got extreme, perhaps in the afternoon it was too windy, occasionally you'd get water over the bow. And one of the things that Axopar wanted to do with this boat, make it feel bigger. Of course they wanted to make the boat more efficient. It is more fuel efficient, we'll talk about that in a minute. But hydrodynamically they've changed the whole attitude of this boat. She sits lower at the stern, which means you get naturally a higher feeling bow. Don't know whether we're capturing this on camera. Can you see that, Tom? It feels much higher.
Definitely feels higher.
Similar to a 37, right?
Definitely, yeah. It definitely feels a much bigger boat.
It gives you more options, and of course, as I said to you, if the weather worsens, then you've got something very special here. However, let's get some speed up, and we'll get Tom trimming trim tabs down and showing you that if you want to get that nose down and have the boat running like the 28 did, it's absolutely possible.
So I'll just pick up the speed now. We'll sort of hit cruising speed, 23, 24, 25 knots.
So the bow's still higher than it would have been on a 28?
Still higher, but I've still got great visibility. I mean, I'm really out of the wind here, and I love that. I just feel really safe, tucked down in here.
I appreciate we are, in terms of volume, on a bigger boat, but actually she's not really any longer, but it feels so much bigger. Having more volume in the bow, because they've taken the bulwarks higher, means you've got so much more space. You feel like you're commanding a bigger boat, right?
Definitely, and I feel safer, to be honest, in some ways.
So should we see if we can capture on camera, dropping the nose down and running like it's 28?
Yeah, let me just see if I can get the nose down now. So you'll see here we're doing 21 knots, a nice gentle cruise, and I'm just going to put full tab on now, and I can feel instantly at the helm here just how that nose really falls down into the water.
Now, I would say she's now running just like a 28 if you want it like that.
Very flat, my spray lines move forward, got a slight little bit of a following sea here, but it feels really planted, definitely. I mean, it just feels very light on the wheel as well, coming around to port now, very light on the wheel, and with that V10 is just so much more power in reserve. You know, you can just really feel you've got so much more power. I bring the nose round now into that slight chop we've got. You'll see there with that nose now down, with the trim tabs down, you'll really cut in nicely.
No, and having the bow down is helping us to cut through this water with this medium chop.
Definitely, yeah. And we're doing 20, well, just dropped off there to just under 20 knots, but I can easily pick the speed up here, easily. So back up to 20 knots.
I'm surprised at how quiet this V10 is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a bigger engine you'd naturally think would be more noisy. But
I think I thought that we would have a, forgive me for saying it, Lamborghini-esque V10 sound. We haven't. Very similar sound to the V8, perhaps even the old L6.
Very, very similar.
But importantly, it's not noisy. For an engine, you know, the engine out in the open and outboard, this is quite comfortable. Right, Tomo, should we do some acceleration run?
Yeah, so we've got clear view in front of us.
I'm going to start, go. So 8 knots, 12, 15, 20, 25, 27, 28, 30 knots in 14 seconds.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. That V10 definitely has more torque than the V8, obviously, but you can really feel it. She's so responsive. We're at 25 knots, try and keep that steady. We're burning 35, 38 litres an hour.
It's pretty impressive
with
for
a
the size of
400
boat.
litre fuel tank. That gives you an impressive range. And what if you throttle it back?
So I bring it back to just on the plane here.
20 knots.
18 knots here.
Similar
30
yeah. knots. And it's just proving that the Axopar hull is so efficient that this boat is designed to cruise at fast speeds.
Definitely. And what I've also enjoyed, Steve, is just whilst I've been on the boat, is working with these new Simrad screens. These new sort of wider but not quite as high screens, and they're fantastic actually.
Yeah,
they're really good.
You've got so much space, so much versatility, refrigeration if you want it.
It's definitely a big boat that you could have a lot of fun out on with friends and family.
Wow. We've really enjoyed driving this boat today. We hope we've conveyed this to you.
I mean, a real treat to get on board this brand new model in the sunshine, so I keep saying that. But it's just wow, everything about so many features, great versatility, fuel efficiency is fantastic for the size of the engine, and lots of different options available now for our clients.
Hopefully we can convey some of that on the camera, but the key thing here, of course, we are the dealer in a number of countries. This boat's suited to all of them. Even those UK boaters that are worried about the weather, remember you can have a cover that encloses this whole area. So for some boaters, they will love this, even though others will want the cross cabin. But remember, contact us for more information. We can give you pricing, and we can talk through our experience as a dealer in 5 different countries. We've been doing this for 6 years. We've supplied more than 300 boats so far, and we're able to talk to each and every customer about their individual needs.
Don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button. We really appreciate always latest subscribers. Leave us a comment, and if you need more information, our contact details are below. Thanks for watching.